executive at Clientjoy, and today I'm super excited to be here, and here's why. On 5th of October, we posted a question in the community where we asked what should be our number one priority for the quarter ending December, for the October to December quarter. And you guys overwhelmingly voted for booking engine, the ability for you to have a meeting link or embed a booking engine onto your website so that your leads and your clients can book meetings with you very easily and very quickly without the back and forth. And the reason why I'm excited is because I'm going to show you today how and what we are doing on that front. So when you come to Clientjoy, this is what your leads page essentially looks like. And so what I'm going to do is I'm not just going to show you the booking engine. I'm going to start from scratch. I'm going to start from connecting my mailbox and calendar and then creating a meeting link as well. And so if you so just head over to your settings page, head over to account sync, and click on connect my email and calendar. When you click on connect my email and calendar, it will ask you which one would you like to connect, whether it's a Gmail account, a Microsoft Outlook account, or any other email, right? And so for the purpose of this demo, I'm going to take a demo Gmail account that we have. And so I click on connect my Gmail. It's a very simple process. Just click on the account that you want to connect, and it will give you a list of services that Clientjoy has access to, and just click on continue. And that will make sure that your emails and your calendar are synced with Clientjoy. As soon as you come back to Clientjoy, you'll see a notification over here in the header that says we are syncing all of your emails, and please refresh after a few moments. And over here, it will ask you which calendar, if you have multiple calendars within a Gmail account, which calendar would you like to sync your events to. And so what this means, since it's a two-way sync, everything that you do over here appears over there, and everything that you do there appears over here as well. This is the calendar where all of your activities that you set up with your leads and clients, all of your meetings that your leads and clients book, they'll be appearing as well. So I'm just going to save and start syncing. And so once I click this, I'm almost done. One of the things that we recommend is that if you are going to start sending emails through Clientjoy as well, then we configure your email signature. It's very, very simple. Wherever you have created a signature already, just copy paste your signature over here, and that should be the trick, right? That's the simplest, fastest way to get started. Just click on save, and that's it. Now let me go back. Let's head over to the scheduler, and let's start by creating our first meeting. So when you click on scheduler, it should open up a model window much like this, where it will show you the list of meetings that you have already created. Now, I've already created a couple of meeting links when we were testing this out. However, I'll start by creating a meeting page or a scheduling page from scratch. And so just click on add a scheduling page. Now I want to offer a 2-hour or let's say a 1.5 hour free consulting, because that's how a lot of you guys also acquire your customers. When it asks for location, just enter the meeting link of Zoom or Teams or Google Meet, whatever it is that you're using. And each and every event is going to be 90 minutes long, because it's 1.5 hours of free consulting, right? So it's 90 minutes long, and just click on next. Now, what I want to do is I want to be available on, now since I want to cover as many time zones as possible, I want to be available on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And so I just configure that over here very quickly. And then I want to be available on Tuesdays and Thursdays from, let's say, 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. right? And so that gives me a good 12-hour window which can cover most of the time zones. I also want people to be able to book meetings 6 months in advance, and so they can book as much as they want. And this is the URL slug that I can change. So I just change this to 1.5 um, 5 hours of free consulting with Natasha. And so if this is too long of a meeting link, you can always use Linkjoy to shorten your meeting links as well. And to do that, just head over to linkjoy.io and check that out as well. For now, I'll just create it. Now, creating this is very simple. It happens super quickly. As soon as I've created it, it starts appearing over here. However, I want to make sure that I remind people. I want to make sure that I show a good thank you message, and I want to make sure that I collect a couple more information from the people who are booking the meetings. And so what I'll do is I'll edit this meeting page. So I'll just click on edit. These are all the details that I filled out. And so it's 1.5 hours of free consulting. This is the link where the meeting will happen. Duration's 90 minutes. I want a minimum booking notice of 6 hours because I just want some amount of time before I'm able to, I'm able to go through the material that my lead has submitted and prepare a list of recommendations that I can then discuss during the free consulting call. And so I just make it 6 hours. Cancel notice is 1 hour. So before 1 hour of the meeting, you can cancel it. The future limit is as we had already said 6 months, and buffer time is 30 minutes, right? So if I have if the first booking has happened from 2 p.m. to 3:30 p.m., I don't want another booking from 3:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. I want the next booking to start at 4 p.m. So I have 30 minutes of buffer time between two meetings that have been booked, right? So buffer times 30 minutes is perfectly cool. Just check the calendar. The calendar is going to natasha.mcintyre@23@gmail.com, which works. My opening hours are the hours that I had already set up, which is Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and Tuesdays and Thursdays from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. I also want to remind people. So currently, by default, we only send out mails as a confirmation mail for when the meeting is booked. But if a person books a meeting, let's say 2 weeks in advance, then it's very difficult for them to remember at that point of time. And calendar typically, their personal native calendar typically reminds them like 15 minutes before the event by when it might be too late. And so what I want to do is I want to remind my guests, 2 hours before the event. And I want that reminder, to go to both of us. And I'll create that. I'll add another reminder that's 30 minutes before the event. So, and it goes to both of us as well. And so I have primarily now what will happen is that as soon as the meeting is booked, the calendar event has been scheduled, the email has been sent to both guests and me. And now 2 hours before the event, another reminder goes. 30 minutes before the event, another reminder goes. And then 15 minutes before the event, their default calendar would send out a reminder, and my default calendar would also send out the reminder. So this kind of reduces the chances of a no-show happening on these kind of calls where it happens more often than we would like it, right? Now, since this is a consulting call, I don't just need their name and email. I need a couple of things from them as well. So as an example, I want to know what their company name is, and I'll just let it be a text. I'll make it required. I'll hit save. I also want to know what their problem description is. Or I, since this is a question, I just elaborate a little bit. What are the challenges you are facing today? And instead of text, I'll make it a multi-line text. And as you can see, it can have email, number, phone number, drop-down, checkbox, multi-select list, and date. And so I'll just make it a multi-line text, and I'll make this required as well. And I also want to know, something to the effect of who referred or where did you hear about me, right? This just helps me figure out what are the channels that I should double down on. And I'll add a drop down over here where I'll say, social media, friend, blog post, or just other. And I want this to be required as well. And so I'll hit save. So now my meeting booking is asking them the default name and email. Then it's also asking them these 5 questions that will help me make better use of the consulting call that we have set up, right? What I also want to do is I just make sure that my page styles are okay. And so my company name is Clientjoy, which is okay. This is the logo. This is the workspace logo. So if you change the workspace logo, it will by default start appearing over here as well. I want to change this to get my free consulting, because this is the call to action on the page, and you are all set. Speak to you soon, right? So this is how I want to create the exit as well, and so I'll save and exit. So now my meeting link has not just been created, but it has also been customized to how the feel that I want to offer, right? And so let's head over and book a meeting, right? So I just go and I view. This is my booking link. So beta.clientjoy.io/meeting/the slug that I had chosen. And what I do is I'll book a meeting for 19th at, let's say, since on 19th I'm only available from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And these slots are 1.5 hours, so it shows me 10 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. So let's book for 11:30 a.m. and I'll confirm. My name is Yash. My email is ys@clientjoy.in. I want to add additional guests, which is, let's say, Tony_Stark at millimeter.com, and my company name is Clientjoy. My challenge is, let's say, we are not able to recruit in time. And where did you hear about us? I just say social media is where I heard. And then here's the call to action as well, which is get my free consulting. So I'll click on get my free consulting and boom, done. Now when I do that, my meeting booking has already happened. And so let us just check in Natasha's account where it appears. Okay, here's where it appears. I can click on the meeting. I can see, okay, these guys are the guests. This is the description. This is the details that they had submitted, and this is the link on which this meeting is going to happen. I'll also be receiving the invitation on my email, and they will also be receiving the invitation along with the reminders on their email as well. Right? So it's as simple as this. And here are a couple of questions for you that I wanted to know. The first thing is that we're trying to figure out whether the people who book meetings on your calendar, should they be added to the list of leads or not? So that's the first thing that we're trying to figure out. And so do let us know in the comments over here whether that should happen or not. The second thing that we're trying to figure out is there any value in you having the list of meetings that have happened using the Clientjoy scheduler? Do you think there's any amount of value that you see where if you click on scheduler, and instead of just opening up this model window which allows you to create your meeting links or copy your links, do you see that there's any amount of value where you are able to see the list of previous bookings? So as a second question. And the third thing that we really want to understand from you is, how are you planning to use it? Are you trying to offer free consulting? Are you planning to charge for this meeting? So do you want there to be a paywall before people book their meetings with you? How do you want to go about this, right? So these are a couple of things that we wanted to understand from you. The other thing that I also want to tell you is that this is not just a meeting link, right? So it's not just a meeting link that's available on a URL. You can also choose to embed this on your website. And so to do that, just head over to your calendar. You'll see meeting scheduler. Just click on that. It will show you the list of meetings that you already have. This is the one that, let's say, I want to embed. So I just click over here. I'll copy the embed code. The embed code has already been copied. And now I can go and embed it wherever I want. Right? So whether it's your website, whether it's some sort of a landing page, whether you've created a bio link page through Clientjoy, wherever you want to embed, you'll be able to embed your meeting booking link as well. And now that we've seen the scheduler as well, let us check out what's happened with our mailbox. Oh, okay, my mailbox is already here and it's loaded. And one of the cool things that the mailbox integration does, and this is again a two-way sync, one of the really cool things that the mailbox also does is that it links all the email conversations that you had before your integration also with the leads over here. So as an example, if I go into my leads and if I click on Tom Hardy from Happy Easy Go as an example, I'll be able to head over that lead and click on emails and see all the email threads and conversations that I've had with them. Right from here, I can send out a reply or create a new email. Or in case if I could go back to my mailbox and I got a mail, this is, by the way, the scheduling assistant. This is the meeting booking that we just did like 2 minutes ago. Or let's say if I want to create a meeting, if I want to create a lead of Adobe or any email that I've received, I can just click on this email. It'll open the email right over here and I'll create a new lead. It captures the name and email, and the titles, let's say founder, their stage is qualified, and save. And so when I do this, it creates a lead that I can check in my leads page as well. So here it is. It's already created. Now again, when I click on this lead and I head over to the emails tab, I'll be able to see the email. So the beauty of the two-way sync of email integration is that it works both ways. We'll do a separate video about this a little later. But for now, let us know what your thoughts are on the meeting scheduler and on the meeting links that you've seen. I hope this has been something that we've been trying to do for a long time to enable all of you guys to be able to get meeting bookings while you sleep, right? And a meeting booking link that's completely in your control, that's completely embeddable on your website and everywhere, wherever you want. So hope this is helpful, and hope this is a good Black Friday gift that you love. Thank you for joining in today, and looking forward to reading the comments